we didn't know what the number 420 meant, but apparently it's got some signification with marijuana use, right?
Yeah, it's been a code word for many years inside the counterculture. It's as a code for marijuana.
Now, what is it? Where'd it come from?
It actually came in 1971. Six students at San Rafael High School invented it. And it just sort of spread through the Grateful Dead underground for many years. And then High Times discovered it. And once we started publicizing it, it really went global.
This is the spot right here where a bunch of kids just had a little goal, little dream, and it was small. And it was just the thought of going out and finding a weed field. And so what they would say was, meet me at 420 Lewis, this spot right here where I stand.
So what's so special about the numbers 420?
Well, they picked 420 because it was the time of day they were going to meet to go look for an abandoned pot patch that they found a treasure map to. But it soon just became, 420 has a lot of meanings now. It can mean anything from, do you want to go smoke some pot? Do you have any pot on you? Is it 420 yet? Or, but it's a way for this persecuted culture to talk to each other and not be exposed to people that, like teachers or police or, people like that,
now,
people outside the culture.
Is there any truth to the rumor that at 420 also meant there's marijuana smoking or drug use going on by the police? That was urban myth.
That was a false rumor. People just tried to figure out where to come from. Why is it so popular? Well, I really think that what this shows is that the counterculture, which was sort of a spiritual revolution that took place in the 60s, is really kind of like an infant baby spirituality that's birthing. And what you see here is the first real national holiday of this culture is emerging. And what's kind of interesting is that it's around the same time as all these other big holidays like Passover and Easter, and it's universally and globally adopted by millions of people now as a holiday.
Those kids with that small dream created a day that became a celebration when people joined together and they would fight every 420 for the legalization of cannabis. And today, we have it legalized in so many states. Everybody achieves one little small step to a bigger goal. So no matter how small of a step it is, take that first step and meet me at 420 Lewis.
Now, people are probably sitting at home going, now, why are we having a holiday celebrating any illegal activity? A holiday that parents fight to keep their kids away from doing this kind of thing.
Right.
And people don't believe that this is a culture of any kind, that it's just an illegal activity.
I should say off the top, too, that High Times doesn't promote the use of marijuana by children. We're very much against that. But, the counterculture has a sacrament, and that sacrament is cannabis. And we believe that the laws against it are wrong. And these are very deep-seated beliefs. So it's only natural that our first big holiday would involve cannabis.
So what's going to happen on 420? Besides people getting stoned, what's going to happen?
Well, I think that the most traditional and one of the biggest celebrations will probably be on the top of Mount Tamalpais, which is the central peak of Marin County. That's the birthplace of 420, and that's where the tradition has been established for the longest. What I'd like to see happen, I'd like to see a moment of silence for peace in the drug war. I'd like to see a moment of silence for the victims of Waco and Columbine and Oklahoma City. And I know there's a lot of, very tragic events that are happening right around the same time. And I think that we need to study why these things are happening. Why is there so much violence in our culture? And really what the 60s counterculture represents is nonviolence and peace, and this is what we're trying to bring to the table.
So you don't see 420 as part of the drug culture, you see it as part of a different kind of culture?
I see it as part of an emerging spirituality that I call the counterculture.
It's Willie T. Meet me at 420 Lewis, the spot, the OGs, the original spot where 420 came from. So I want to wish all y'all a happy 420. Have a good one. Enjoy one. Everybody meet there. If you don't know the story, these guys used to meet right here at 420 every day. They'd say 420 Lewis. This would be the spot. Later on became a code during the Grateful Dead for a smoke session, and now we celebrate it. So happy 420 to y'all. Have a great day. Time to go have some fun. Peace.